Hi Aries, welcome to your May general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aries. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in an Aries. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Aries and cross watchers that this reading is general, so you can switch the energies, you can kind of flip the story if that fits your specific situation the best. You're more than welcome to do that. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to do a mini meditation to clear, set the energy, but if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect with your energy. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in and ring this sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Aries. Okay, the first thing I saw was a game of tic-tac-toe, and I saw the X's and O's, and so to me that's kind of like, you know, one person takes a time at putting where they want their X or their O, so I wonder if it's like how it's been between the two of you, is that one person does something, then the other person does something, but it's like a never-ending game of tic-tac-toe. And someone's just kind of wondering when there's going to be some sort of like clarity on what this is between the two of you. Someone could have X's or O's in their name, first, middle, last, initial perhaps. But then I heard that song. I don't know who it's by, so if you know it in the comments, please comment it below. But it's like, X's and O's, they haunt me like O's, they want me. Something like that. I completely forget who it's by, but if you know it, comment below. So yeah, I just think it's kind of, someone's energy is kind of lingering here. And I do feel this is someone you're interested in, but at the same time, it's kind of like, how long is this going to go on for before we both have an answer to something? And I feel someone's a little bit kind of losing their patience. And then the last thing I saw was a sleeping bag, but 2 people in that sleeping bag. And like one person kind of putting their head on the person's neck, like trying to get closer to them, but the other one's kind of stiff. And I wonder if that's just like the person who has been trying to take things very, very slowly, who feels like someone's energy coming on to them, coming strong, but I don't know, something is kind of blocking them from being fully open to it. So I'm interested to see what the cards have to say about this and what this means for you guys in the month of May. So let's get to it. So for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this very moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you are together or currently apart. Let's see what Spirit wants to say, whose energy is coming in, and what this means for you guys in the month of May. So first of all, we have let go of control issues, and it says allow the situation to unfold naturally. I'm feeling very strong Taurus energy. Scorpio energy here, so you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Scorpio or someone with those signs strongly in their chart, and your chart does not have to be the case here. You know what I'm feeling overall for this message, Aries, is anything that you've been trying to do to instigate this further, to reach out, to see what they're up to, it feels very one-sided. And Spirit just wants to say, drop the ball, see if they'll pick up. Because I think like they're maybe used to you being the one that's always initiating conversation, that's trying to plan something. And again, like, I think they need some sort of kick in the butt or something to see if they'll do anything with it, because yeah, it's just getting boring at this point. It's just getting redundant at this point. And so someone just needs to kind of take a step back, because really what will show is their actions more than their words. Like, okay, I'll do it next time. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I'll try to do it this way. No, see if they'll actually do what they say. I'm seeing the letter B, as in Brian, as in Bianca. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Tell me more about this energy here. Tell me more about what Aries needs to know about this energy and what's happening in May for them. Oh, denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. That's exactly what I was saying. I do feel some of you guys, maybe it's kind of harder to detach from this because you don't want to feel rejected, or you don't want to feel like you, I don't know, did anything wrong or didn't do enough to get it going, but you absolutely have. It's their turn now. And you know what, Aries? Let's just say they don't pick up the ball, right? We'll pull more cards to get deeper to see what's really going on. But like, let's just say worst case scenario, they don't even try. At least that's enough of an answer for you. You know what I mean? Because I think you've just been left in this uncertainty with this person, and it's because you've been putting the effort and work. So see what they'll do when there's nothing there. And if they don't decide to proceed this, at least you know now, and at least you don't have to waste your time sitting and waiting and wondering, you know, what and how they view you in this situation. I don't know why, but with this denial, like the way it's spelled out here, I'm almost seeing like dental. So someone could work as like a dental hygienist or in like an office that takes care medically, insurance companies, that type of thing. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Or someone has really nice teeth. Tell me about the emotions around this. What Aries needs to know. Lonely. Isolated, alienated, friendless. And I'm hearing that song by Akon, I Am Still Lonely. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know, I kind of feel two different ways about this. If this is their energy, they're used to being single. They're used to being on their own. And it's formed this avoidant attachment style that, like, they rather kind of be alone than put their all into something that doesn't work. They're a lot more sensitive than they would ever like to admit. And others of you, someone's just staying in this because they don't want to try going out in the love games again, trying to, you know, find someone again. Like, and, you know, to be completely honest, there may be someone here who's unwilling to let go because, I don't know, I wonder if there's been certain people that has been saying something like, they're not good for you, you deserve better, and you stuck it out or stuck it through, and you don't want to be like the I told you so, or hear that at least. Okay, I'm also getting very strong Virgo energy, but let's go ahead and just dive right on into this and see how they feel on their end, Aries, to give you the truth that you may need to hear. So how do they feel about Aries? So with this spread, I'm going to ask how they feel about you. What do they think about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection you guys have currently? What do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Aries? What are they hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of here? Very interestingly, they feel like you're the star, Aquarius energy. And I kind of get more than anything like that is that you are very unique. You are very much a free spirit. You are someone that is a light in a lot of people's lives. You are a good friend. You are someone that always wants to do what's right and to make it work. And that's maybe why, like, there has been some sort of attachment here, whether this is you or the other person, right? You know, they notice you've been trying to do your best to stay patient, to give into this. And I feel like their mind, though, with the Nine of Swords, is trying to talk them out of their feelings for you. They're very logical. They try to think things pragmatically. They don't usually listen to their heart or their intuition when following through on something or making decisions. There is someone that could be lactose intolerant or has difficulty digesting lactose. It's just a confirmation for someone out there. Okay. Yeah. And you see, like with the Magician here, they do like what about the connection that you're showing that you want this, that you're showing that you're trying. But again, like it can't just be one-sided. Yeah. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy, you could have strong Cancer in your chart. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Does not have to be the case. But I do kind of feel this is someone who has been trying to come from the heart, has been trying to be someone that feels out the situation, has been trying to figure out the moods behind someone that is so complex. I don't know, I'm hearing night and day, like this person from one day to the next, like could be completely different in the way they respond to you in text messages and the way that they are around you. They could be like really, you know, loving, I guess, to an extent where they'll cuddle with you and they'll hold your hand, but then, you know, maybe out with others are a little bit more distant. I do definitely feel someone here with mother issues or a mother wound, a mother trauma type of thing. And maybe that's kind of where they relied on themselves if there was that lack of motherly support in someone's life. But also, I do kind of feel there's someone here who is very intuitive, and with other people, you're very good at reading the energy, reading the vibes, even if it's hard for others to see. You always know when there's something up or something wrong with this person. You know, I'm kind of feeling like a little bit of a massage, and that's kind of like the comfort and the soothing type of energy you give. It's like a shoulder rub type of thing I'm feeling here. You're trying to get them to like ease up. They're just very, I don't know, tense again. And I think it is something, Aries, with the Queen of Cups here, where you've hit something in their heart or opened something in their heart that they weren't ready to have open, that they weren't really ready to kind of trust and give into. And I think you recognize that. I don't think this is news to you, but you've been trying to be patient with it. You've been trying to be understanding with it. I'm seeing someone like kissing someone else on a countertop or on a table. Let's go ahead and get into it. How they feel about you is the Star card. So Aquarius energy, like I said, yeah, I do feel this is the interesting thing. Like when they start to tune into their heart space, when they think of you, there's wishful thinking here. There's realizations that you are someone unlike the people that they've met before, unlike the people that they've had a connection with. You could be someone that has like some sort of notoriety in you know, your job, in your community, maybe online as an influencer for some of you, and that's a little bit intimidating for them, to be honest. If you are like the star of your friend group, really popular, people speak really good things about you always. And I feel with the Star energy though, you are unlike anyone they've ever met, and that's something that they've kind of had to sit in, and their heart feels that. And I don't know, there's like some sort of divinely guided, orchestrated thing that they feel they met you. Like, I don't know if it was like very serendipitously, like you guys like bumped in the grocery store, at a brewery, at a bar, and it just like felt very strongly from the start. Or it's kind of like you guys, when you first started talking, you had very many similar things that you've been through in life. Or, you know, for example, like maybe both of you know someone close to your family that has the same birthday, or like they ended up growing up in the same place but moved later on in life, like something like that, right? This is general, so bear with me. But yeah, there's just some coincidences or some sort of synchronicities between the two of you that kept kind of showing up as you got to know each other. And their subconscious is kind of feeling like, damn, there's something here. There is something here. I'm kind of getting, for a few of you, that you took care of them when they were sick. You brought over something that they love to eat, or you were there kind of through the night with them. And that was something they were not used to at all. Or like again, if it's not exactly like that, like a metaphor of something along those lines. But what they think about you and think about this connection is the Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. Yeah, there's something about their mental processing of how they feel about you that is trying to talk them out of it. I don't know, maybe there's been past situations, whether it was in love and romance or even with people that they love platonically in a family situation, where they kind of started having these big hopes about someone and it came crashing down. And so I feel like their mind is just trained to kind of start thinking of the worst or preparing for the worst or seeing the negativities. And they're very nervous or shy around you now that it's developed to this depth of emotional bonding between the two of you. And through that, they may try to kind of push you away, but then they start to feel guilty. Then they start to feel ashamed. And I think that's where the Nine of Swords energy is really coming through. And it's making you worried, right? Especially because they're not communicating this. They're keeping it all in. But you can tell there's something off. Queen of Cups energy, right? So you just want to know what's on their mind. Someone just doesn't understand like the strategy of this or the hot and coldness of this or what's really going on under the surface. I'm seeing like a Swiss Army knife that someone may have was given to them by a family member. But I'm also just seeing someone that was used to being in like combat. I don't know if that's like someone from the military or just how they dealt with their family was always very combative, very aggressive. And they don't want to be that way with you, which is why I think they're kind of distancing themselves. But it is making them feel guilty, Aries, with the Nine of Swords. They know you don't deserve that. When you guys are physical with each other, if you have been, they love grabbing on your hips and pulling them in. The like hip grab is the thing they love to do each and every time. And someone could have like a calf tattoo or like a birthmark on their calf. What they like the most about you is the Three of Cups. Cancer energy. So yeah, some of you could have Cancer rising, Cancer moon. Does not have to be the case. Sorry, I do have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines. But so you're fun to be around. Like I said, people love you, love being around you. You're the type that likes to uplift the mood, likes to make everyone feel comfortable. You are someone that likes to have a good time, whether that is like set up, parties, like organized parties. Some of you could be like event planners even. Or work in HR or something like that, where you bring people together or you help people heal. But yeah, you have a lot of friends. You're popular. You're someone that just puts a smile on a lot of people's face, just being who you are, holding the good energy, bringing people together. I do feel like you guys have a lot of mutual friends, and that's something that they enjoy too, because they can always hang out with you through the group of friends that they always hang out with. What they don't like about you is the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy, that you're always on their mind. For some of you, especially when they're trying to detach, when they're trying to be avoidant, and that guilt starts building up. I even kind of feel like if you guys have never been in that like serious type of sphere, right? Like you're not in a committed relationship or anything, like if they were kind of trying to forget about you during those off times, and let's just say even like try to hook up with someone else or go on a date with someone else, they kept on thinking about you, Aries. And that disrupted the whole piece, and the other person can tell that they're really not into them or on the date here. Some of you, because maybe like whether you have kind of dropped the ball or you're thinking about it, they feel like communication has been weird, that, before where you're very expressive, you're very upfront, like there's a lot that you kind of are kind of withholding, because I think you're at this point now where you just sense that there's no use to it if they're not willing to open up the same way. And I think they know that they put a lot on your mind, a lot of stress or a lot of confusion. And again, it's just that sense of guilt that keeps kind of coming up here as this energy I'm tapping into is. With the Three of Cups and Eight of Swords, I wonder this. If there was a period of time where maybe you dated one of their friends or one of their siblings and they can't get over that. Whether that's fair or not, I'm kind of seeing that here for some of you. What they like the most about this connection is the Magician energy, Virgo energy, Gemini energy. I mean, there's very, very strong Gemini, Cancer energy here. So if you're dealing with either of those signs, I suggest checking out those readings to see if there's messages for you there. But the pull between the two of you is very strong. The level of attraction they have for you is undeniable, and it's something that they find hard controlling themselves, although they try their best to. It's not usually very successful, whether it's the feelings, whether it's the passion, whether it's, you know, just thinking about you generally. It's a very strong force. Now, like I said, for a lot of you, it could be that you were the instigator, right? You were the person that first made the move on them. You were the first to ask them out on a date. You were the first to kind of keep on going the conversation, the text first. And that's something that they're seeing that makes them feel a little bit more comfortable that there could be something more to this than what their mind is trying to convince them of. But is that really fair, you know? Is it fair to kind of only put that on the other person to constantly prove themselves in a way that they're interested? It's like, I wouldn't be hitting you up if I wasn't. It should be that simple and that easy. Someone could always wear a red jacket or a red robe or a red hoodie, I'm seeing. Red is someone's color, favorite color. Someone could be wearing red right now, perhaps. I'm even seeing red lipstick for a few of you. What they don't like about this connection is the Strength card. Leo energy, and I feel this is very present right now because maybe the fact that with the Eight of Swords, if some of you have pulled back, you haven't been talking as much, like there may be an abandoned part of them from a long time ago saying, see, this was never strong in the first place. They can't handle you. You are someone that's hard to get along with. They don't feel strong enough in, you know, thinking that this is something that could really last. And I feel that's a confidence issue here. There are two eights. Your birthday could be April 8th, April 18th, or March 28th for some of you guys. And maybe even some of them are sensing that you're losing hope, you're losing strength in being the only one that's carrying this. That's how you feel, and they feel bad maybe that that's what they're kind of sensing. Highest hopes is the Two of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. I'm not a big fan of this card in this position because it feels like, you know, they want more time to figure it out. They're hoping that you'll give them that time to still figure it out, to see where it goes, you know? Like, where it's, yeah, the other side or the other energy, whatever side you feel the most resonant with, it's like, how much more time? Now I feel, you know, stupid just waiting here on an answer that I don't even know if it's going to work out for me. But yeah, someone here, their highest hopes is that this is just can still be up in the air, that they don't have to decide yet, that, you know, there's still more time for them to figure it out. But also with their head and their heart so at odds with you, Aries, I kind of feel like they're hoping they decide wisely of what to do with this, if they should listen to their heart or if they should listen to their mind about this. Deepest fears is the King of Pentacles. Taurus energy. I kind of feel with this King of Pentacles energy that they could miss out on someone that would really have given them their all, that would have been loyal, stable, protective, that would have been, you know, abundant with their love, with their gifts even. But I feel too, if this is how they feel about themselves with the King of Pentacles in this card position, that they wouldn't be enough, that they couldn't give enough and that they would fail in some sort of way, especially if they're not very wealthy, not very rich, and they usually can't afford to pay the tabs or to buy you nice things or to go to certain events because it has a certain ticket price that's out of their budget. I am kind of sensing that that is something they're afraid of like showing you or actually telling you or talking to you about, in case that would be the deal breaker here. And some of you, it could be that this is someone you work with or is at your office and they're afraid of, you know, overstepping their bounds of what's appropriate and not. Wow. All right, Aries. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of, know about, or to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards to dive deeper. Is there anything else you need to know about what they're going to do, not do, so it helps you make the best decision for yourself? Let's go ahead and see. To join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you will find the extended link to Vimeo to watch the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Aries, I hope that this has given you a lot of clarity. I hope this has given you confirmation and insight in regards to whatever's happening in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.